Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Monster Train. Last run was pretty fun. We didn't quite make it work, if I remember the run correctly. What was the last run actually? Hold up. Should be just be right here. Yeah, we almost made it, but a unit kind of snuck through at the very end, if I remember correctly. But I've been having a lot of fun with Monster Train. Still a little bit hit and miss though. Still a little bit, you know, having a good run and then having a run in which I die on like the second floor. Sometimes I do just like play a little bit of Monster Train without recording it, so you know you don't get to see those runs. Those are just like for practice, for experimentation's sake. But still having a hard time. The Divinity DLC is just so freaking hard. You have to be so damn effective with all of your decisions and choices, and you have to be like perfectly prepared to handle everything. I know that the expert players at this game, they understand the mechanics so intimately that they know, yes, we're fighting, you know, the boss that normally has stealth 5, but we have 53 pack shards, which means they're gonna have stealth 8. And on the third turn of the fight on the bottom floor, there's gonna be one big tanky unit with 160 HP, and we're gonna have to deal with him. Like, there are people who know intimately that type of knowledge on the game. I don't know any of that. I don't wanna know any of that. Daedalus, Arcus, Seraph. Sap Seraph, Ice Tornado, Echo Snare, Guardian Stone. At least Echo Snare is nice just to maybe kill some units. And Guardian Stone, I mean, in theory, we could make the Guardian Stone a like support tank unit, but I don't know how well that's gonna work. Okay, I mean, you go incant. This might be one of those runs that ends up being very good because it starts off with kind of a very good combination. And to be honest with you, I think because the run is so good, I'm gonna go for an artifact early as well. Dazing units is really nice. It saves you a lot of damage. Silencing is also fantastic so that you don't have to worry about all the enemies, and then the units being weaker is also nice so that you don't take as much damage, but I think I'm just gonna go for dazing units. It means we can take trials early and then not have to worry so much. Revenge, Frostbite, or Action deal 3 damage per shard. Action is more likely to kill a unit immediately. You know, if you have 20 incant, that's 60 damage, but the Frostbite stacks way better than the action does. Have I ever done the action build? I have. 7 per shard. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Let's say we incant 20 times. It's 140 damage per turn. Or, if we have Revenge Frostbite, it's 40 Frostbite per enemy per hit. You gotta feel like the Frostbite is better. Now, I'm also looking at Soulguard the Martyr with 210, 210. 4, 10, 15 incanting. With double incanting, it does not take that long to get to 210, 210. Is that good enough is the only question. Because we have to still be able to do damage. You know, when we get to the last Divinity fight, there's gonna be enemies that have 600 HP, those mini bosses that move up. This guy is not gonna be able to deal with that, and he doesn't heal. At least Soulguard the Martyr can put that Revenge Frostbite in clear waves. He does something. This Soulguard, 210, 210, what is he gonna do for us? Oh, you know what, we don't even have that option. Okay, then you go Frostbite. If we had the option, we would do the other one, but we do not have the options. We'll take this guy. All right, well, what's done is done. Enemy units appearing in each floor is fine. We can just put our champion on a decent floor and then kill all the other units. It's still, you know, it's gonna be tough. It's really all we can say. It's gonna be tough. We will take a little bit of damage if we put him at the top, but the Pyre is gonna actually just wreck everything, so I think we actually go on the bottom. Weirdly enough, I think this is our play. And I know that, you know, you're not gonna take any damage. You do 5 damage, I'd like to murder you. We know that we're gonna have a bit of a problem here, but if we can kill you, if we can get you down to 15 HP, the pyre will ice you. That's the thing. Dun, 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 dun. I think we will try this. Quite decent. It discarded the wrong card, but that's okay. Thank you, you know, pyre funnel. Don't discard it. Very good. And now, in theory, we don't even have to deal with this floor if we can kill all the enemies down here. We're gonna play Guardian Stone to tank. We don't need, you know, we don't need Guardian Stone to tank, but what the hell else are we gonna do with Guardian Stone, you know? Nothing. You might as well put it in the back to maybe eat another turn of Frostbite. And then we will... We could consume Reap up here. I really think you just go to town at the bottom, though. He's dead. Okay, barely. And honestly, putting the armor in the back actually did exactly what I wanted it to do. It meant that the boss stayed on the floor for one more turn. That being said, we still don't really have a very good setup. Helical Crystallis, Ice Tornado, Energy Siphon. It is free, which makes it a decent card for incanting, but it just, free to what? To hit random enemy units? No, not what I'm looking for. Now, Extract 1 plus 10, that's probably what we want because we can play this on our champion repeatedly and keep him alive. You know, 15 HP is not that much, but after one play, it's gonna be 30. And I hate to say it, but I honestly feel like this is a weird one where we go for spell upgrades first. Cheaper Ice Tornadoes and a holdover Echo Infusion is what we're gonna be looking for. We also do, you know, maybe get an incant synergy off of this, the units, but we have no units right now, except for the Guardian Stone. So I really do think you wanna go spells here. We can honestly get an artifact if we want to. Yeah, okay, I mean, we know what we want. And, you know, I gotta be honest with you, another Titan Sentry to weaken units moving up is good, because this will kill waves before they hit our champion. Now, Cold Celia is also really good. Put them behind our champion, and then all of a sudden they're doing a lot of damage, and maybe we can get them with a sweep. Put a lot of damage on them, maybe get an Echo Transfer out. I like it. But I'll be honest with you, I think having a Titan Sentry, maybe with Endless, something that can deal with the enemy units moving up before they hit our champion is ideal. But we do need something eventually that can just hit single targets. We don't have that. We have Ice Tornadoes, that's not enough. But it's not like Cold Celia is gonna help with that. I think we just take Titan Sentry. We're gonna hold over Echo Infusion. I will make one Ice Tornado cheaper. I will reroll. I will make the other Ice Tornado cheaper. We don't have enough money for magic power. We could go for another artifact. Meld, artifact. You know, give me another artifact. Let's see what we got. +1 stack of Reap each time it's applied. When you play your third card, draw one. I actually do like that so that we can maybe get another incant out. But Cheater's Hand is also good so that we can specifically have the cards that we want on specific turns. And +1 Reap, I mean, we only have... +1 stack of Reap each time it's applied. I assume this will go to Reap 3 instead of Reap 2, but like, who cares? Give me Winged Steel. We have a lot of cheap cards in the deck. Getting to that Echo Transfer early would be nice. Echo Infusion. We do need an Echo Transfer, but... Armor 10, they have haste. This is no problem. They will die to Frostbite one way or another. Now, the units that have, you know, 7 × 5 are a little bit more annoying than the other guys, but we can still deal with them. I mean, we're still gonna deal with them. What did we discard? The other ice tornado. I forgot that we drew. I immediately forgot all about the fact that we draw. Okay, I mean, you're doing your job, which I appreciate. We could also just put a train steward down to block some shots. It'll block 2 shots, and then we'll get hit for 1, 2, 3. You'll probably go to the top floor. We can kill you. We do want to play the Guardian Stone up here, and we want the Guardian Stone in the back, weirdly enough. We actually do want a train steward in the front here, too. So let's... But we also want to kill you, which has to be with a Fracture. Okay, so play the Fracture. Ensure we get the gold. Play the Guardian Stone. Do another incant. What did we discard? Dude, I gotta stop just clicking the buttons. I'm gonna get myself killed. You're doing 6 damage. I'd rather you didn't, so I'm gonna put down a train steward. Spell, 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 spell. Waiting on the Echo Infusion. There it is. And now we have enough, you know, charged echoes that we can really get the HP on our champ. We are not gonna be able to stop them from making it up. Honestly though, that doesn't feel that important, does it? What did I discard? They're all dead. Now, we're essentially doing nothing until they start hitting our champion, but when they start hitting the champion, now this guy's got 117 frostbite. So like, it works. Kind of. Crit Builder, Infused Offering Attuned. We don't, you know, we do discard with Forgone Power, so I will take it. Echo Infusion. I mean, it's another one. Why would you not just want another one? And then we could get another Titan Sentry. Or First of Kin. We don't etch though, and we have a tank already. Really, it's this guy that we would want. Inspire +2 and Armor 2. We could make this like a heavy hitting unit if we can get some multi-strike and we can keep inspiring on him. He's got HP already. He's a bit on the thicker side. But it's something, it's infused. I like it. We're not consuming, but we are infusing. It's not quite a Siren of the Sea, but it essentially is. You just get armor instead of HP. So we're gonna take this Shard Soul Carver. We already have a Sentry and we can, you know, give him health and Endless, hopefully. This should be good enough. I do think that we want to go for a free artifact. We're just gonna go in that direction. First time each battle, a card with Consume is played, add 2 copies to your hand. At the start of battle, add 2 charged echoes to each floor. So if we play Echo Snare, which is the only Consume card, we'll get 2 more immediately. So we'll be able to apply Reap 6 whenever we want. I actually think that the charged echoes is better so that we can specifically get the Echo Infusions immediately, and also Reap does damage now, like by default. I mean, I think we'll take the Sentry, and then we can always put a Sentry and a Sentry and then make it Endless, and then we have another way of clearing floors. Deal 2 damage to an enemy unit, slay +50. I gotta be honest with you, I kinda like that. We have no targeted spells. Even just having 1 targeted spell, I think is okay. It won't do a damn thing for a while, but it's gold, it's repeatable. Admittedly, this could be 120 gold. I think we want stealthy. It's weird, but I think we want it because I need some way of actually being able to kill specific units, even if it's just like a bomb. Even if it's, you know, a 1 HP unit. Something that's replayable is nice. Well, the bombs have 4 HP, so it's not going to be one of those, I guess. Carver is going to be the one that comes out behind the champion. So you're going to go here. You're going to go here. Really don't want to play anything on this floor, at least not right now. I will just smack everyone with the Ice Tornado. 1 unit lives, but who cares? Reap, I think will kill him? No, 2 times 2. It's not how that works. I hate that you're taking so much damage, but we can maybe chump blocker you. You're gonna go here. You inspire yourself. Do you inspire others if you get essenced? No, you still just inspire yourself, and you become larger. Not the best. But I'm taking 21. As long as you just like slowly ruin the enemies making it up, I'm happy. Even if you take 10 damage. Now the bomb, this is super unfortunate that we can't deal with it, but we haven't drawn either of the Echo Infusions yet. We did get another Titan Sentry though, so I mean, to be honest with you, I think you just put the Titan Sentry at the bottom just to slow him down a little bit. You're not dead. You know, I think you just go here. What was that card? I think it was another one of those Echo Snares. Dude, I gotta start paying attention to that. I'm doing an absolutely awful job paying attention to that. Things here are dying, he's taking a lot of damage. We got both Echo Infusions. They gotta be played. 1, 2. I will Petty Theft to get some gold. We'll draw. I remembered. And then we probably just want to either stack up Reap on the boss or just like Fracture up here just to keep the shards going. I mean, we just have an insane amount of incanting happening. And if the Frost tank dies, it's like, who actually cares? So you keep getting stronger every turn. Crypt Builder we could play. It's not really a good reason to, but if we play a few cards, we do get draw. And then maybe we can get something that can discard this. We didn't, but that's fine. Our tank is, you know, hurting, but, you know, also, they're fine. Don't worry about it. Consume, apply, Reap too. I mean, you already have 35 Frostbite. I think you just play it up here, honestly. And then I'm also gonna be honest with you. I think you just, like, murder this thing. That is not the draw you're looking for. We could have played that and gotten another 100 gold, man. Well. Oh well. Anyways, you have 32 shard. Every time you get hit, you're gonna apply 40. No, you're gonna apply 32 shard, now that I think about it. So you keep getting stronger. You keep getting stronger. I'm glad I took this card draw because we tend to have the energy to play it. We need, honestly, maybe doubling up on that holdover Echo Infusion would be nice. Infused, apply +6 attack, clear. This is also a good payout for our backline, our Shard Soul Carver. If we put multi-strike on him, we love it. I think we can take it. It's only 1. And we can't really put a Carver on him, unfortunately, because of the fact that the capacity is gonna be too high. We could take a Kinho's Carapace, but it's expensive. We don't need any more guarding. This might be a situation where you take nothing, although I am curious what we're gonna unit meld. And the answer is I don't know. A sentry into a sentry is almost always nice, especially if we can make it big and endless. But if we take a Carver and a Carver, we have to go capacity, and I'd rather not do that. I'd rather go card draw, so we can play the 0-cost cards and then get to Winged Steel. We could take a Kinhost. The max it can be is 6 capacity. I don't like it though, at least not now. I don't think it's a good enough unit. If we play it, it's just gonna be a unit. A unit is not good enough. Yeah, this is a weird situation, but I do not know what you meld. We could meld the Kinhost into the Carver if we can give them multi-strike, and then they're going to be, a little bit stronger. +10/+10 on summon. That's something at least. Sure, I'll do that because we need to have options. We'll take draw. We need to have options for unit melding, but it's not amazing. Really, we just need unit upgrades, and we're going to get them. We have no unit upgrades. Yeah, we have to go this path. It's also really nice to get removal, so we'll just purge a couple of stewards. Spells can, wait for later. We've already upgraded them. Quick +3 and Incant 2. Oh my god, it sucks. I think this is a skip. Etch, we consume like, what, 2 cards? Yeah, this is a skip. And I don't think we need quick. +3 is pretty bad. Incant armor gain. We're not going to be playing incants on the Titan Sentries floors for the most part. This is a reroll. Multi-strike is at least kind of what we're looking for out of the Carver. And we could give him more attack per Echo, but I'd rather just wait for like another multi-strike, honestly. We also didn't get Endless, which kind of sucks, but... Alright, lots more health. I think we will consider sacrificing. Petty Theft, you know what? 12 damage, piercing. Honestly, I think that's gonna get the upgrade here. Now we could put, a lot on a crit builder, but I think that's too much. Yeah, I'm gonna sack you and put you in the Carver. This is like very low tier. But it gets this out of the way now. Oh my god, we're gonna have such a hard time going forward here, but it gets it out of the way, and then in the future, this should be fine. In the future, we can... God, I hate this guy. Hopefully, just not take a lot of pack shards. Just get through this red zone. At least these enemies don't get buffed, it seems like. Or maybe they do, and we just got lucky. We're gonna go here. And here. Both floors should die. We don't want the Guardian Stone here. The Guardian Stone can fit here. A Sentry can fit at the bottom. So yeah, we'll put a Guardian Stone here just so we can get a little bit of extra. Now they're all dying to Frostbite. You're all dying to Frostbite. I would like to make sure that you die before you move up, honestly. And then we'll just keep incanting up on the top floor. We take a little bit of damage. Once we get the Echo Infusions, really it's not that big of a deal. You have to be played. You need to be played. You need to be played. And then we just incant up here. We kind of know what we need to do. And what we do is oh, well, now we do this. Yeah, that's the payout there. We need this guy to be like 1 pip so we can duplicate him and have 3 on the same floor, but that'll take a while. You also gain armor, but we do more frostbite damage and we do damage. We're gonna be playing some cards here. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna be playing this and maybe kill you. You're not dead, you're gonna hit the pyre once. You were dazed! I forgot all about that. You're dead. You guys you're gonna make it up. Right, we'll deal with that. You need to die. Didn't discard what I wanted, but that's fine, because we do get the Echo Infusion. And then we can play Ice Tornado or save it. I mean, I think we should play it, and I guess you just play it here. Weaken these enemies. They might make it up. Hopefully not, but if they hit the pyre, we get 1 turn of daze. Right? Always forget about that. Do this. This. This will give us +6 attack. It's not a lot. I actually think it's probably better to just play the Ice Tornado. We'll draw, but it does get a kill. Petty Theft, I hate seeing it discard every time. You have multi-strike? Okay, that's a little rude, right? Every time. We really need to buff the health on our Soul Guard pretty much immediately. I'll play an Ice Tornado down here. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, we did. I would say we got lucky. Need some, like, incant armor gain on this guy, actually. This will work. We could do it here to do an extra 60 damage, but I actually think it's worth more for the incanting. I mean, we get infusions off of that. Now he's doing a lot of damage. We are also doing a lot of damage with our nonsense being reflected back to this guy, though. 50-50. Didn't work, but we're applying 52 shard per time he hits us, so it's 104 frostbite every turn. I can't believe we got through that, honestly. We should have played at the bottom with that guy being there. I do kind of like a sap. I also kind of like Siren Song, but the problem with this is that if the enemies have 600 HP, you know, we have to deal with them. We can't just ascend them and hope for the best. So I do kind of just like a drain for a big sap. A lot of our cards discard other cards, which is unfortunate, but something that can just sap a unit and make our life easier. I mean, if we sap bosses over and over again, we'll be happy. Sap is incredibly powerful. If we take a whole bunch of sap cards, maybe we can make something happen. Return a spell card from the discard pile to your hand and apply infuse -1 and consume. This is just good because we can bring back an Echo Snare, Forgone Power, thin up the deck, maybe you know, get a kill with Petty Theft. There's a lot of choice with Return Soul. I like it. Okay, do you go for more unit upgrades? I think you do, because we still need unit upgrades, and we're gonna keep purging Train Stewards, because they suck. Kind of made a snap decision here, but I do think it's worth it. We don't need quick. Plus HP is nice on the sentries. We'll re-roll. We did get multi-strike. That's so good. And then we can even give you a little bit of extra armor. It's not a lot, and we're not incanting a lot on the floor, but it's something. But we really should save for Endless, I think. And honestly, I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna sack. No, we should wait. We got a lot of opportunity in the future, don't we? Well, the next fight we have an opportunity to. Spell chain. I mean, this is incredible. For 1 energy, we basically get 20 health and 2 spells per floor. You know, I actually like it. Honestly, that's a very high value play, I think, with our energy. So let's take it. Enemy units restore all health when they move up a floor. No! This guy's gonna have like 160 HP. We can't kill him. I mean, actually, if we get enough frostbite on them, they might die. If we Echoes of the Past our Shard Soul Carver, and all of a sudden this guy has freaking multi-strike, we might be able to do it. You know what? Now, it's like, this is the ultimate test. Can you do 160 damage in, like, to 1 enemy? We can, if our champion is the one taking the damage, and we incant a whole bunch. I'm gonna believe that we can, because if I don't believe that we can, what hope do we have? But we basically, like, have to start now. That was a pretty bad turn, all things considered, though, because we did nothing. But that's okay. Get the infusions happening. All we gotta do is get it so that we're doing 160 damage on the backline unit. If we get Echoes of the Past, we're there already. We're doing 142. We can kill him with essentially any spell. So I think we're in the clear. These guys, they're not buffed, which is, you know, really good freaking news for me. We're gonna lose all of our frost tanks, but honestly, like, they've done their job. Anything that's free gets played. I'll be honest with you, I think we don't play these, because they're not gonna be able to kill anything. Maybe they can kill this guy with 60 HP, we can get him weak enough so that we can get the kill here, but, I mean, we just want to incant as much as possible. I think you just Forgone Power. Forgone Power. We got very lucky on that, so we can hold these. We're not keeping anything alive. Unless we play an Ice Tornado and it hits the back line here. We can keep you alive for one more turn. Which I like because it means that this unit will apply Frostbite to the next floor. He'll apply 3 Frostbite. It's not a lot, but it's something. Now, Echo Infusions need to be played. We will hold over Spell Chain and you know, get it out there. We'll play it again. We'll play Petty Theft. I mean, you're something. You're probably even more important to kill. We got an Echo Snare. We're gonna play this for free. And then we're gonna give you plus 18 attack. We have to play this first, I think. Then we can play this. We just didn't want to, you know, discard in the wrong order, pretty much. 77. 79. I hate that you're not dead, but I do have an Ice Tornado. He's dead. Holy cow. Petty Theft I just kind of want to play to get money. Money, 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 money. Echo Infusion, unfortunately, not being played kind of does blow, but we actually made it through. Incredibly surprising. You are annoying. Our best bet is just to continue doing this, basically. And we're just going to keep going. Apply a card to your hand. Apply Infuse -1 and consume. Infuse -1 and consume. An Ice Tornado costing 1 is worth it. You know what? Let's bring back the Echo Infusion that we didn't play previously because it was purged. Oh, that was the one that was in our hand that's in the discard pile. Okay, so yeah, let's bring back the Purge Echo Infusion because we can just literally play it. That's pretty nice. And we'll just continue buffing our units up here. Might as well. Look, we're not going to be doing anything on this floor, but that's okay. This is a free one. I want to play this even over Echoes of the Past because the HP on... Like, the Frostbite damage is probably worth more than the damage. Because it's guaranteed. I don't know if the boss is actually going to be able to, like, freaking attack, you know? Might as well. Sorry, well, I don't know if we're going to be able to attack, because the boss might just die to the Frostbite, and it looks like that's what's happening. Right? We need to have something to extract. Infuse -1 and consume. At this point, we might as well. I don't know if the next version of this is going to cost 0. It does. That's insane. We're only getting hit 3 times. You're going to die in stealth. Against bosses, we can totally survive. I'm just really worried about the units moving it up. The big units in particular are hard to deal with. This is insanely good. Echo Infusion is now just like the perfect play. And Unnamed Tome is free. Ancient Synergy, you know, it's damage to a single target. I kind of like it. We don't have magic power. Ancient Synergy. If the enemy has any amount of spell shield, it's useless. But I like it for just doing a lot of burst damage. You gotta think that the silence is still very useful though. Echoes of the Past is how we're gonna be doing damage to single targets. It's not gonna be Ancient Synergy. How much is this gonna do? 120? How much is this guy gonna do? After some inspiring and incanting and maybe when Echoes of the Past, 80 times 3. But the extra offense does help. Discard pile to your hand and apply Infuse -1 and consume. Soul Crushing Guilt is possibly good enough. Because it's only extract 1, it's a refund, and it can move units around, and it can daze enemies, including bosses, so we have more turns to attack with. I kind of like it. Daze and Sap and Stealth are very helpful. And you should always consider those. Duplication. I gotta admit, duplicating an Echo Infusion is almost certainly what we want to do. Blights and Scourges cost 0, enemy units enter with Frostbite 2. We apply Frostbite, we don't need it. Blights and Scourges costing 0. You know, depending on the boss that we fight, it's nice just to get the free play out of it. Build a card. If we can regen our champion, it's probably pretty good. Regen. We could also put multiple units on the same floor if we give it Ascend. So give me a regen, Ascend. Could also just increase capacity to play more units on a floor? Dude, maybe we could actually double up on the Shard Soul Carver eventually. Money's not a big deal. Let's go for the increased capacity. Regen 4, Ascend the unit +1 on the floor. Yeah, why not? -2. I mean, that on Ancient Synergy is pretty good. I'm just realizing now, this is actually an energy refund when you play it, so doubling up on that is exactly what we're gonna do. But I do like this being cheaper. And we're gonna double up on Echo Infusion. And then we're gonna go fight Arcus. We're at 105 shards already, but I'm liking the run. We've got an Echo Infusion, we can play him constantly, and our units are doing a pretty good job. I hate that you're doing freaking 30 damage. That being said, I think what I'm gonna do is try to kill you with a spell. Thank you. And I'll be honest with you, I think what we actually do is we bring back that spell, and then if it's consume whatever, it costs 1 and it can, you know, murder things, like now. Yeah, so I think we definitely just want to maybe put down another Frostbiter. And then I think you just play Ice Tornado. Did get a kill where we wanted it. And then we start incanting up here. We do get draw, nothing that we want. So luckily we got the discarding. Our champion is not doing much, but we haven't drawn our enablers. Now we have. So this is gonna be awesome. Inspire when you gain charged echoes. So Echo Infusion will buff the Carver. Yep. And then we get another one for free, which we play, and it gives us even more energy. You love it. We will play Petty Theft down here for the gain. It's not great, but we're gonna do it. If we're gonna do it, we should play you. We should play you. And then if these cards get a little bit more expensive, at least we get some gold out of it. Now, we can play spells up here. You love to see it. We have 2 Echo Infusions. So let's just keep in mind that we're at 2 energy. Now we're at 3 energy. Now we're at 3 energy. Now we're at 4 energy. Now we're at 4 energy. So we've gained 2 energy by playing the spells that increase the health of our unit by 40 and count as 8 incants. And it also was 4 inspiration triggers on the Shard Soul Carver. It's pretty good. And by the way, here's another one. This one will actually infuse twice. We have 5 energy. All right. So we'll just play every spell in our hand. And, I mean, honestly, how did you die in the back? It must have been a sweeper. Yeah, it was you, of course. Honestly, we'll probably just play, like, literally everything up here because we just want as many stacks of shard as possible anyways. So, I mean, this is a strange run. I think our champion is going to be the only thing that keeps us alive. There's no way to ascend anything, so I'm just going to play this on you for some regen and capacity. Let's be honest, we have the energy for it. Oh, what happened? Yeah, the Inspire unit, it's turning out that that's a good combination, but mostly it's because of the carving Koruska. I mean, what do you do here? You might as well hit him, right? We have 150, we've increased our health by 110 so far, at least. And it's getting higher and higher and higher. We need an Echo Transfer. We, like, really need an Echo Transfer. I don't know if it's a common or uncommon card, but my god, that would be so nice. We're also gaining quite a lot of gold, to be honest with you. Those units had 120 Frostbite. We still have a problem with single targets, but that's kind of what the Shard Soul Carver is for. We're getting through the deck a little bit slowly, but once we get Echoes of the Past, you know, we can buff his stats pretty heavily. If we play a spell, spells up here are going to be more expensive. Unfortunately, that means we start down here. It's still good. And in fact, we might as well oldie magic just to, like, raise him up, I suppose. In fact, we could raise him up to the top floor immediately. Isn't that something? Now we have another unit on the top floor. And really all this unit is for is letting the boss just smack a couple of times to take even more damage. That's what we've built. So I don't want to make spells more expensive. I'm just gonna end it. And we have 58 stacks. We've built a very good run. So we do need to duplicate the Shard Soul Carver. There's no reason we can't have 2 on the same floor. We can just ascend them. It's really not even that hard. So now you have 126 times 3. I could daze you. I don't see a reason not to. And then, keep playing those. 74 shard is just incredible. And then keep going. I mean, the thing is, if you can increase maximum health, you don't need healing. So without having the Awoken, we can't heal. Without having Hellhorned, we can't armor. Echo Infusion allows us to gain health at a whim. Why is this doing 76 damage? I don't know. Anyways, like, you're dead. We are going to be taking card draw, by the way, because we clearly don't have a problem playing cards. We just need more of them. You're not even attacking? How? I guess because this boss moved, he did get all the frostbite from moving up, and so now he's just dazed for 4 turns, so he's getting killed. That works. Double buffs and armor. Buffs are represented by green icons. We don't have buffs, we just have stats. Doubling armor is also not that important. Ascend enemy units to the pyre is not what we want. Pyre bound is not what we want. We take nothing there. We go for card draw. We're gonna double up on our unit and ascend him, so we don't need capacity. We're gonna double up on a unit down here. Yep, which means that we're gonna go Merchant of Steel. So we can go Merchant of Magic here. It also gives us a Concealed Caverns, maybe we can get some value. What do we remove? Let's wait on this for a second. Remove, consume, and cost 1 more. Nope, magic power. I mean, honestly, it's not that bad. Any targeted spell damage I think is okay. Ancient Synergy being free is nice. Oldie Magic being free is also nice. Let's start, I mean, for 1, I'll play it. So let's make Oldie Magic 1. That way it's, we know we can play it if ever it's in our hand. And then we'll re-roll. Permafrost. I gotta admit, it being permafrosted is nice because if we get it on turn 1, we can actually ascend properly. I think this is just critically important. Magic power and consume. Cost -1. Let me look at the cavern. We're not gonna upgrade a spell. Offer health coins. We can offer money, and then health, and then health. When 1 or more Echo Infusion is added to a floor, apply Reap 1 to a random enemy unit twice. I mean, sure, does that really help? Not really. It's something, at least. You know, we are going to be, we're gonna get value from it quite nicely, but it's not doing a lot of damage. It's a very strange card, let's be honest. I actually think we can probably dump Fracture. At least these are free. And they help us to discard stuff we don't want. Maybe we'll remove 1 of each. Yeah, let's remove a power. Let's remove a Fracture. Magic power and consume. I'm actually okay consuming this, but the knockback is kind of nice to knock back a unit who's in a bad position. So let's consume the Ice Tornado and then we'll just make this cheaper. I'm not gonna go for the gold on this one. What, are you kidding me? And we'll save our money so we can buy artifacts. I mean, we have a lot of artifacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's including everything, but still. Spell Shield is not a big problem because we rely on Frostbite, so we can take this. Ice Tornado, Ancient Synergy, what do we care? You know? Oh no. They're multi-hitting spells anyways, but really it's all about our tanks anyways. Can we meld tanks? No. That's still fine because we'll just have 2 of them. Maybe we can make this one endless still. I mean, we have upgrades coming up. We can do something. I do think you want everything down here because you can at least incant and maybe get some armor. Because, I mean, they're doing a lot of damage. You've got to go up. I think we will play you. I think we will play you. I think we will play you. I think we will reap. If I play this, can we actually get one more hit in? I don't know. We're taking 30. Are you losing 20 if you're getting hit for 16? Ah, because we're actually taking 5, 10, and 5 because we're taking 20, 30, 46 damage. We cannot get over 46 armor on you. But still, you know, there's only one unit making it up, and hopefully we can deal with them. Our other unit is now out. Return Soul can bring back an Echo Snare. Doesn't seem that important, does it? I mean, you know what? If things die here, they die here. It is what it is. I like this because it gives us energy back. It does daze him, so he's not going to attack into us, but we can maybe kill him with this unit. I mean, we have Ancient Synergy. It does hit. In fact, we could play it twice. You know, because you're such an annoying unit, I actually really like that. So it's gonna be this. This'll draw. I can murder you. And now you're dead, but I could do this to save 14 damage on our champion, which I think is probably beneficial. It also gives us 1 energy, which means that we can play another card. So we have oldie magic. Is there anything that we're gonna ascend? Literally nothing. Okay, well we could play it at some point. I mean, we could play it literally at any time that we want. I think we just want to sap, and by sap I mean do that, and we'll keep this in hand. We can play it on the next turn. It's still regen 4, that's why we have it. Okay, we did get our combo now. And we have Echoes of the Past, so we should be putting a lot of infusion on the floor. We're gonna go harder, we're gonna go harder. Then we're gonna buff you to 96 times 3. And we're gonna buff you. Crunch, 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 crunch. Yeah, I love the crunchy sound. So why did we take no damage? That's what I don't understand about that unit, because they weren't dazed. Maybe we did daze them? I don't know, I don't remember. Expect me to remember. Petty Theft is still good value. I kind of like it here just to wipe one of these jerks, because they're kind of big. Maybe we'll get it again. I mean, we will be shuffling in a second. That's why I played Petty Theft, so that it was in the draw pile. The other Echo Infusion needs to go out. I mean, nothing will be able to kill our champion as long as we have 1 Echo Infusion. Having 2 of them is just icing on the cake. I want to kill the units that are exploding, so they are good. I'd like to kill you before you hit my unit so that you don't do 30 damage to him. We can play literally everything. So let's do that. The Reap and the Frostbite combined are doing a very good job. At least on the lower floors, please. Really wish we had an Echo Transfer, but you can't get everything you want. We have 6 energy. That saves us 20 damage. And then we'll drain you, saves us even more. We took a little hit, but, you know, again, we're gaining 40 HP per turn. Who cares if we take a little hit? Take a little hit. Take a little hit. Take a little hit with me. Yo, did I have another one somewhere? Did I play these? I thought I only played 3 of them, but maybe I played 4 of them. Well, we'll bring back a spell, because there's a lot of spells here that we don't really care about. For bringing back a spell, I kind of want to play it on this turn, so let's take Fracture, because we have Echoes of the Past, I really want to play that. So there you go, 192 times 3. It does take us a little while to really get that that high damage out there, but once we get it, we got it. This is just gonna be a little petty theft kill. And in fact, why don't we're not gonna have the opportunity to play it again, so let's just play it again. These units, I actually want them to hit me, because they will do 10 damage each, but that's 2 hits of applying 156 frostbite to the boss. So like, them hitting me is the ideal case scenario, really. We need to get that orb card. Played on the 2nd floor, raising another shard soul up, but you know, we'll deal with that when it happens, when we have the opportunity to deal with it. So this is a 50 HP turn. Should probably like raise the speed, I'm realizing. I realized a little too late. This is not the card I thought it was. There's another card that only works if the enemy has already been hit. But this one just works. How interesting. Anyways, now you're at 270 times 3. And then honestly, like, you might as well get repped. Never mind, I'm killing these units. It's unfortunate, but, you know, you're still dead without hitting me. Not enough? I guess we do have to have 1 pip already active so we can play these, right? Anyways, you're dead. So we have kind of everything that we need, weirdly enough. Preserve, I actually kind of like it just to maybe hold on to a card that we can't otherwise play in the moment, you know? It doesn't really meaningfully thicken up the deck. It's an incant. Do we really need to freeze anything though? I mean, to be honest, not really, so let's just skip this. Deal 5 damage to enemy units per, pointless. Return Soul I really like. Do we have 2 of those in the deck? Just 1? To be able to bring back cards and infuse them, consume them, it's not really a big deal. Because, you know, consuming a Forgone Power or a Fracture, it doesn't meaningfully thicken up the deck, and it just makes it easier to get back to certain cards like Ancient Synergy and nonsense. I mean, heck, I could play Return Soul on a Return Soul to thin up the deck if I wanted to. But it does cost us some draw, so I'm gonna skip this. It costs us 1 card draw. That might be important. We have 1,000 gold, by the way. Spells are fine. We are going to remove 2 cards. Let's think about this. Unit upgrades. Multi-strike. Unfortunately not important. Plus HP. You might as well just have 2 sentries. And then you might as well maybe buff one of the sentries again. Really wish we could do something with the multi-strike, but there's just nothing to do, is there? We should really spend money though. Let me look real quick to see if we can get like more unit upgrades. Freeze a random card in your hand. Playing a spell deals damage, your pyre gets more damage. This is not important. At the start of battle, the top floor gains one that cannot be removed. This is really nice because it means that we can always play our extract cards. I'll take it. It's not great, but I'll take it. I mean, we might just pay for a lot of removal here. We could just go for another artifact too. I don't know what we would want. It feels like we've got a lot of good artifacts. They're all purple. We need to double up on you. And we're gonna remove a Forgotten Power and a Fracture. Multi-strike. Five and 10. You might as well put it on the sentry, reroll. You got endless. Okay, we have one endless Titan sentry, which is very good for us. You can get a little bit of strength. And then I already removed cards. Okay, beautiful. I didn't even remember. Honestly, we could probably get rid of the echo snares. I like everything else. And what are you? You're just Sap Seraph. You're like, I don't think any Seraph would really get one up on us, but you're probably still the easy one. So I think I'm just gonna like keep removing. And I think I'm just gonna keep removing. We're down to 25 cards, which was, you know, not bad and pretty quick. I'll just put some upgrades on units for no reason. I don't think we need another artifact. I think we can win, especially having 2 units out. So I'm gonna fight the boss. Shard Soul Carver. We know what we need to do. They need to be ascended. And this is the one that's locked in, which is nice because Echo Infusions will always be playable. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Now, we'll probably return Soul the Fracture to get it played again on this turn. So, Fracture. Return Soul Fracture. We could also play an Echo Infusion, but I don't see the point. I'd rather just consume this. You're taking 88 damage. I think we could play Ice Tornado or Crypt Builder. Let's play Crypt Builder, why not? They're taking 117. Why are you taking more damage? I guess because we're hitting you, but we would have applied Frostbite to you. I don't know, end turn. Why did you take 2 damage? Do I have jack strips or something? Why did they both take 2 damage? Do these just do 2 damage? Why do they have Reap 1? Oh, when 1 or more are added, apply Reap 1 to a random enemy unit twice. I must have played a spell down here. Did I? I don't know. Anyways, like we know what we're doing because this is like the best turn ever. We play this, we ascend you, and now we get insane amounts of energy gain. And we have 2 units that are actually gaining strength right now. You love to see it. Sentries can now go out, and we can separate their floors if we want, just to make sure that they die appropriately. Okay, units are dying. We need to play Echoes of the Past, however, so let's play this immediately. That guy's got 2 HP moving it up, but, you know, we gain 40 HP per turn, who cares? We should see about ascending the Guardian Stone. So if we can keep him alive, I'd like to. And we kind of can, because we can just play a sentry here. They're both dying, but this one will respawn, and then we can put him on the bottom. Hopefully we can ascend this guy. We will maybe be able to. It really just depends on the draw. Please. It's not really that much faster on ultra fast mode, but oh well. Daze to a unit and move it back. I mean, I could also just like do this, but it might be worth it to like ice tornado on another floor with different enemies. Because I can always just play this here just to smack you around. Knock you to the back, do some damage, bust you up good. We could actually do that here. It blocks 60 damage if we do it here. That seems way better. Because this is very likely to get a kill. In fact, we can guarantee it if we do it like this, then this, then this. You get knocked back, you're dazed forever. And then all we gotta do is just ascend that, that totem, and then we can actually have armor gain on our champion. Is it that important? No. Is it funny? Yes. Dun, dun. We got Ancient Synergy on the draw. Well, that being said, what we're gonna do, that doesn't kill you? I mean, ooh, there's a lot we can do here. Let's start with the tornado. Does a lot of work for us. Honestly, I think now we can knock you back and then stop you from doing 30 damage to us. Now we're not taking any. Surprisingly, we're killing the units just with spells, which I really did not expect. But hey, we have now armor regen on this floor. Would you look at that? And we also have +3 attack per echo shard, so, you know, there you go. You're gaining something. Well, maybe not, like, immediately, but you will. I mean, I guess you do have sap 4, you know, I'm sorry, but... Return soul. Could return Ice Tornado. Keep it in our hand, you know, might as well. In fact, I kind of like it. Oh, wait, that's not how that works. All right, well, in that case, welcome to the show. You dying doesn't matter. You living is very unfortunate, though. Beautiful. Just trying to see how I want to do this. I mean, I think it doesn't matter, so let's do this. I think it literally doesn't matter the order that you do any of that in. Okay, you're all dying, love it. Petty Theft can actually get some kills. If all the units here are dying, I'll just resummon you, so we should Petty Theft here. And Echoes of the Past does not clear the last little Echo Pip. We got a lot of units on this floor now that I'm looking at it. And we want the unit in the furthest rear position to get buffed. 74 stacks of shard. I mean, what'd I say? You know, I only have 3 different types of runs in Monster Train. I have runs that die on the 2nd floor. I have runs that make it pretty far, you know, maybe to floor 6 Seraph, maybe Divinity, and then I just can't quite have enough to get the job done. And then I have runs where you just kind of like break the game in weird fashions, and they're the most fun of them all. You know? I mean, we gotta play you. Like, don't forget about the freaking Titan Sentry. We have 300 HP on that guy. We have 300 HP on that guy. Not just 100, not just 200, 300 HP on that guy. I mean, the boss is taking 916 damage. 313 frostbite. Hoarfrost might have been a good card to have in this deck, honestly. Anyways, we're just gonna like keep stacking it up. Soul Crushing Guilt, daze 3 and move to the back. I mean, probably just like daze you 3 times. I'm glad we have 7 card draw because we're ending turns with like 4 energy remaining somehow. Petty Theft. Deal 22 damage. All right. I don't think that changes the mathematics of that floor at all, but it's still fun to do. We have Echoes of the Past again. Echoes of the Past being holdover would also be tempting, but these Echo infusions, because they're not infused, ironically enough, they don't quite build up as much charged echoes per turn as is required. Our spells and Forgotten Powers and Reaps get us 5 or 6, which gives us, you know, the benefit of this. Crunch, 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 crunch. We have 400 HP on our champion, by the way. Okay, I mean, let's be honest. End turn. 1400 frostbite. I mean, we're gonna be fighting the divinity. As long as the fight goes as well as this one did, we should be fine. And we can play units on the top floor if we really want to. We do incant enough that they won't take too much damage. We might want to start in the middle though, because you multi-strike our Soul Guard. But you only do 11 damage, and we don't need to play too many spells to get ahead of that. We don't. In fact, we're guaranteed to play 4 spells at a minimum every single turn if we handle the turns how we wish to handle the turns, which we're gonna start now. So I think we absolutely can do this. We take a little bit of damage, but it's not gonna be a little bit for long. That makes sense. You stall. I mean, we're already doing 100 damage and we haven't even gotten started. And we can daze this guy too when we get that card. Always forget which one it is and what it's called, but you know, that card. So we can just keep bringing back Fracture, consume it. Now we're doing 316 damage. You got 30 frostbite that was removed, admittedly, but we do not have oldie magic, but you'll live for a couple of turns in theory, so I'm perfectly okay putting you down. Yep, I mean, you're gonna hurt, but we'll ascend you later. In fact, we might even draw the orb now, you never know. We didn't, but we have Petty Theft. This is the entire reason why I have Petty Theft, by the way, so that I can kill units like this. We have our other Titan Sentry, who does need to get played. This does not give us an energy refund. Extract gives us an energy refund. We don't need to play that immediately. I think it's worth more to ensure that we have a tank killing the support waves moving up. I think that's the most important thing. And then we're just going to play that up there. I would prefer to get that echoes up, but once we get all of our units on one floor, we do, and luckily we got the orb, we do gain strength by just playing cards anyways, and we've got the frostbite that's stacking up, so we can play this. Glacial Stone, we might not be able to play because we can't bring it back. But let's just start this for now because we know that we're going to be doing this. And now we can start this process. So gain, 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 gain. We have like 6 energy. We can definitely stop you. They're gaining armor. This looks scary. It's not. They'll probably die on the next floor. They're just gaining armor on this floor. But it's to be expected. That is the floor of, hey, everything here has freaking spikes. So we're gonna see if we can ascend this on the next turn. Oh, or we'll just let it die. 18, 7. Why does that math not check out? Oh, we're attacking, which is causing us to die. All right, well, you know what, whatever. Get out of my deck, what do I care? That looks better. Although, it's the same math, it's just the number is now orange, which makes me feel better. So why are they not dying? Oh, well, it's because of you. That's why you're not dying. There's a lot of enemies down here, though. I have to admit, I am a little concerned that maybe we won't be able to deal with them fully moving up. I'm just gonna hope that the frostbite does what we need it to do. I guess we could also smack a couple of them. We do have like an ice tornado we can bring back with Forgone Power immediately. No, that's the consume pile. We want this pile. So yeah, we could ice tornado, bring it back, ice tornado. You I'm not that worried about. You I'm not that worried about. I hate that these units are making it up. We're not doing enough damage. I mean, this wave, it's got roughly 600 HP. You know, we had other units that we were dealing with. This wave's got roughly 600 HP. This wave does not have 600 HP, but it's just tanks and then a guy who does a very little amount of damage, so it's not really that bad. This wave is the wave that's gonna suck. But I still think we can deal with it, but we will, I mean, we're just gonna play everything and we're gonna play it down here. We're gonna do as much damage as possible. We're going to bring back probably the ice tornado. We did manage to kill, was it the support unit in the back? I don't know. We have echoes of the past. If we weren't killing them, luckily we are, but if we weren't killing them, that's how we would do it. But I guess they are hitting us 3 times, which means that they are gaining 6 stacks of 44 frostbite, which I don't even know what that is, but that's good enough to me. That's good enough for me. You're free. Sure, give me more capacity. Maybe we'll get somewhere. You're dying, so are they. But you don't have Reap. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So we are doing 300 damage with our units. It's actually a little low, but it's good enough. Nothing here worth killing. Nothing here worth killing. Days. Days for days. Well, let's start with this. Because we know we're gonna be playing these. I mean, at this point, we've crossed the hurdle. So at this point, we know that we're gonna be okay. We're doing enough damage. Our units have scaled enough. It took a while, and I really wish we had an echo transfer, but they scaled enough that we will be successful here, I think. Boss is gonna take, the boss is gonna take 500 damage every single turn until it dies. And then this wave is like no problem. Like the previous 2 waves, the wave that would be here and then the wave above that, 600 HP. This guy 5 turns later also has 600 HP. I mean, he's another problem because you have to have survived everything up to that point, but really, if you're at this point and you're still okay, this guy's not really gonna be doing that much, is he? You know, you've gotten past the hurdle. Let's bring back that crit builder. 92 shard. Every time we get hit, we apply 184 frostbite. Also, I hate that it says 0, but there's not much I can do about that. Well, there is. I can stop you from healing everyone. Yeah, seems like that worked very well. I don't know why that worked well, because you're just the healer, but I'll take it. We actually have like some frostbite too, which is kind of funny. Or some regen too, which is kind of funny, I should say. We do have some frostbite, admittedly. It would, you know, specifically qualify as some. There must have been an Ember Drain unit in there. I always forget to see them, honestly. But we get energy refunds off of Echo Infusions anyway, so it's like not a problem. Now we can play you. Now we can play Echoes of the Past. I'm okay with this. It consumes, but we're 1 turn away anyways. Our champion still has 200 HP. They've taken like 200 HP, but that's why we have, this is not the end. That's why we built them like this. Yeah, they've taken half of their HP in damage. They've taken 212 HP. I mean, that's a nice rule of thumb. You know, if you can't tank 200 damage, you can't tank. You've got to be on the aggressive. But since we can tank 200 damage because we're gaining 50 per turn, almost, this works. Anyways. Weird run. Weird run, but I mean, I gotta be honest, we picked up some extremely great relics and we made a couple of really good decisions. But having an incant on the champion Soul Guard, it's just the way to go. We have Petty Theft and Guardian Stone checked off the list. We've had more shard applied than any other run, basically by double. Got some more victories, some more cards mastered, and we can go to the run summary. I think I have dust on my monitor. What the hell is that? Why did I just notice now? Shard Soul Carver, good unit. The Inspire and Armor bonus is small, but it is enough that you can scale with it. But we really do need like an Echo Transfer or a Echoes of the Past. And Multi-Strike, of course. The Multi-Strike is probably more beneficial than anything else that we had. And, you know, a couple of extra Titan Sentries to soak up the damage so that Soul Guard doesn't have to do everything on his own helps a lot too. I don't think there's any run in which a Titan Sentry is a bad idea because of the fact that an endless Titan Sentry is floor clearing. So a good run. The relics for the Worm Guard, I got to admit, they're Wormkin. They're pretty free. I mean, Worm Guard. There you go. The relics for the Wormkin are really good. Serrated Mandibles is pretty crap, but Carving Karuska for all the extraction cards is insanely good. And okay, really, it's just that one. Let's be honest. That and the Founding Seal for the Incanting. Anyways, good run. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch and at any of the links below in the video description. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.